The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside head Carson-Newman men's golf coach Randy Wylie, I'm Mark and Sarah on SeeingEagles.com. And Coach, you got your spring schedule set. You got 6 events coming up for your team after a 4-event fall. How happy were you with the way your team performed in the fall?
Well, our fall was okay. We can play better. We had a really young team, and we're just kind of developing the toughness that's needed to be a high-level NCAA competitive team. And it was a decent fall, but we can play better in the spring. And I've scheduled a tough spring, and I think the only way to get the toughness you need to play at the highest level is to go play the best teams, and that's what we have coming up for us in the spring.
You had half a dozen events set for you on the docket. What was the mindset that you had when you were looking for events to schedule?
Well, we had several tournaments that we've been going to regularly that are excellent events, and we wanted to, go to those events and have some events where we're defending or where we're, really trying to build on what we've already done there. And then I added in a couple of additional tournaments that we hadn't played in the past, where we're playing against the best teams in the whole country. So it's a really nice mix of events we've been to and had some success at, with some really super tough events where we have tournaments where 6 or 7 of the top 10 teams in the country are going to be there. So it's really going to test us, and hopefully heading into postseason at the end of the spring, we'll enjoy the fact that we've played against all those tough competitors throughout the spring.
Now, the spring kickoff intercollegiate is the first one you have on the schedule. You guys have played that a few times. You finished second last season. Do you feel like last season's performance is something you guys can build on this year?
I do think so. It was the first time that I had coached at that course. We played a different course the year before. I think we have a chance to compete and maybe win that event, which would be a great start. We do need some cooperative weather to prepare for it. We have to, do the best we can preparing for events. But that's why we're going to Florida to start the season. Our first 2 events is to be sure that we get enough time and some really good weather, and we can get really good weather here. Mm-hmm. So we're hopeful for that. That'll help us contend and have a chance to play well in those events if we get some good weather in the spring.
Now, you also got the Tennessee River Rumble, one of the events on your schedule. You guys won that last year. Are you looking for a repeat performance from your team in 2017?
Every time you win a tournament, you go back feeling so good about it. Dalton Reese is the individual champion. It was his first collegiate win, so we feel really good about that event. And it's not one of the premier courses. Tennessee National might be the best course in all of college Division II golf that any team plays all year. It's just terrific, and it's just my kids look so forward to playing that golf course, and coming off a win there, we're really excited about going back there.
Now, obviously, the final event that you have in the schedule right now is the SAC Championships, and that comes along in April. And I know you mentioned, really feels like all of the events you have scheduled right now are just in preparation for that final tournament. What will your expectations be? I know it seems like a long way off, but what will your expectations be for the SAC Championship?
In golf, we can't play defense, so you just got to go play your game. So you can't necessarily control winning and losing other than what you can do, but every year our goal is to win the SAC championship. That's a standard goal on our team. We'll be going to that event expecting to win, trying to win, and trying to be sure that puts us in a position where we're going to move on from there to the NCAA regional, because that's our second goal every year, is win the SAC, make the NCAAs. That's what we're about. That's what we're trying to build, and that would make us a nationally relevant team, and that's what we're trying to have.
Well, Coach, best luck this spring. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, and looking forward to it.
He's Randy Wylie. I'm Mark and Sarah on SeeingEagles.com.